Welcome, MMGers. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Eric from the MMG, the main content creator for the group. We've been doing this for about 7 years now. And if you're a follower or if you've seen my videos before, you know I'm a huge fan of Asheron's Call. This was my very first MMO, came out in 1999. I remember going to the store and buying it. And wow, I remember reading the magazines, the PC gaming magazines, talking about it with my buddy and us is getting so excited for it and then actually going and buying it. What an experience. What a time it was back in then. But nostalgia aside, I think you are here because I'm going to show you how to install Asheron's Call and play on an emulated server. So this is something the community has really jumped into, and there's a bunch of emulated servers. And this isn't too hard, but there's a couple guides that walk you through it step by step, and that's what we're going to do. The first guide, the guide we're going to use right here is emulate.ac how to play. I'm going to put this link in the video description for you to follow along as we go. And we need to download the files. Now, unfortunately, these top two links do not work anymore, but this Asheron's Call Community Preservation Project does. It takes you to mega.nz, which looks sketchy, but I did download it and I scanned the files and it said it was okay. So do download at your own risk, though. You never know about these. I hate that there's not a better spot, but it does work for me. So now do be careful. There's a lot of things you can click on this. You do not need to create an account. All you need to click on is save right here. And it's going to download it down here in the bottom left. If it pops up an ad, just click away from it or close it, whatever you need to do. I had that happen to me. Like I said, not a fan of the site, but it gets us our AC file, so it's what we need. So once you have that downloaded, you can close that window. All right, and once you have that downloaded, you're going to scroll down a little bit, and now we're going to download the end of retail client files right here. So if you click on this, and it's going to take you directly to the same website, which is fine. We've been there, right? You're going to click the save button again, download these files. Next up, the Thorg launcher. So you just click on this. They have their own site. Thank you, Thorg. What a great tool. And you want to hit download installer here. It's going to download that file for you. We're going to keep coming down here. It's going to tell you these are setup instructions. So you're, like I said, you're going to need this page. But I think most of us are going to probably be using Decal. If you need the link for Decal is right here. And that is this page, and click this MSI button right here. This is all assuming you're on Windows, by the way. If you're not, I'm not sure if you can even do this if you're not on Windows, to be honest. But you want to download the MSI for Decal. All right, and then it's going to give you some instructions for if you run into errors. We'll get to that in a second, because I think I might run into a couple of those errors on this particular machine, so we'll see. And then this is more setups instructions. So you now have all the files that hopefully we'll need to get started. So scroll back up to the top. Come down here where it tells you to install. This is very, very important. You need to follow these instructions. It says to run the ac.exe installer to the default location. So you need to make sure you do that. So go back to the files that we downloaded. And I already did that. There we go. Here's the files that we downloaded. And ac1.installer. That's the AC install. So you want to double click on that, or AC installer. I just downloaded it twice to show you guys how to do it. And it's going to ask you if you're sure you want to run this application. Hit yes. Again, this is a little risky, so do it at your own risk. I've already installed this, so we're just going to tell it we just want to modify it for now. But you'll just say install. Keep everything default location. Roll through it. Finish it. You're good. All right, so that step should be done. Next step is you need to extract the AC updates.zip file that we downloaded. So right click on it, go extract all. Just right there is fine. It's in your downloads folder. Hit extract. I've already done this. Right here is the files it extracted. So these are the 4 files you should have. You want to highlight all 4 of them and hit copy. Now we're going to find our AC folder that installed at, and remember it was default location. So not hard to find, hopefully. And a C drive. And there should be a turbine folder right there. See it? And Asheron's Call. And then this right here is this folder is where you want to paste all these files in. So just right click and hit paste. And yes, you want to replace the files in the destination folder. All right, that is set. So you can close out that window. And we're going to keep scrolling down here. Now we need to look at the Thorg launcher, okay? So now we're going to install Thorg. So go back to wherever your downloads are, and you should have the Thorg launcher somewhere. Okay, so my internet browser, or my block thing was blocking it. If you see right there, I had to hit keep because it said insecure download blocked. Again, this is risky. All this stuff is risky. I hate this. But you'll have to hit that button to actually get it downloaded like I just did. All right, so now it should be in this folder. There's our Thorg launcher. We're going to double click on it. Go through the steps to install it. I would keep everything default. Hit accept. And don't forget to follow your instructions because there is specialized instructions here. And it does say to default path it. So yes, keep it default. Then, okay, it tells you instructions for finding the server. So that's fine. So we're going to keep it default. Let's go back to our installer. Yes, I want to accept it. All right. And yes, we will launch it. All right. Now, when it launches, as you can see here, it pops up the window where you can pick a server. So if you know the server that you want to play on, you can scroll through it here and find it and add it. Lately, I've been playing on the Conquest server and having a ton of fun with it. So we're going to hit add that server. So now it's added. You see it's going from the list. If you want to add another one, you can add as many as you want. You can add them in here. Okay. Now, once you have that added, you can close out the browser servers. And now you need to create your own account. If you have an account already created, just enter that information in there now. If you need to create a new account, you can just do it right here. It's that easy. All right, so once you have your info sheet selected, make sure you select the server up top here. It's kind of hard to see it. And then hit launch. The game encountered a fatal DirectX error while attempting to start. Try a different screen resolution or a bit depth if that doesn't work. So this is the error that I suspected we would get. Let's show you how to resolve that. All right, so most of the people, the reason that it crashed like that is because it's trying to load it in full screen mode, and you're not going to be able to do that. Most of us won't. So we need to actually tell it to open in non-full screen mode, so windowed mode basically. But there's also some other settings we're going to change, so I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So open a file explorer like we have here, and we're going to navigate to where our Asheron's call folder is. So this PC, documents, and then your Asheron's call folder, and then we're looking for the file user preferences.ini. Open that up, and it shows you here to change this right here to true. And most of you probably won't need to do this, but just wanted to show you where to do it. So let's find that true right here. I've already done it. Compute port equals unique. Just delete out false and change it to true. The other one I would recommend doing down here is for your full screen. Change that from true to false. Then hit file save. And now let's try to launch it. All right, there you go. Now you are ready to play some Asheron's Call. All right, now obviously this is hard to see, but you don't want to put it back in full screen mode because it will crash it if you're having that issue. So you need to open your graphics. So hit escape, and then you'll bring up your gameplay options. You want to go to the config, and then here are your video settings. And you need to change this resolution up to fit whatever fits your monitor. There you go. Much better, right? Now remember, you have to leave it in windowed mode for us, our issue. So don't check full screen. If you do, you have to go back and edit that INI file again like I showed you earlier. Now, if you're still having issues, you may need to download some of the additional files that are included in the original install guide. I'm going to show you how to do that here. All right, back down to the main page here, you'll see if you received an error, and there's a couple of them here. Here's install locations for .NET 2.0. We're going to just download both these just to make sure it's cleared and working. All right, and it could take some time, but it should download for you. See here, we got the download up here. Didn't look like it was working, but it did. So that's what we want. So we got that one. Now we're going to download the Microsoft one. And you want to hit the download button right here. All right, and it got it downloaded. If you open this, it'll open your downloads folder. So I do the net one first. Hit yes. Install using compatibility mode. Yep, that's the one I would do. Probably don't need this one. This is probably not the error. We're going to hit yes, work correctly. Now we're going to do the DirectX one right above it. Make sure you uncheck install the Bing bar unless you want the Bing bar, but it's so old, it probably wouldn't even work. But who uses Bing? Nobody, right? Nobody. Well, some people do. I shouldn't say that. All right, hit the finish button. That should be done. So that fixed it for you. Next, we're going to install Decal. So we've already downloaded Decal. We're going to install it. If you get this pop-up Windows protected your PC, you got to click on more info to go ahead and run it. And then it'll say run anyway. Accept the terms, hit next. And we're just going to do normal, typical install, or complete install, I mean. Do you want to? Yes. All right, now on the Decal side, we need to add it once we have Decal installed. So Decal should be running down here in your hotbar. If not, find it on your desktop. Double click on it to run it. Hit yes. Hit OK. Here's the default location. Find the Asheron's call install directory, which again is on your C drive. Turbine. Asheron's call. Hit OK. That's fine. Now we need to open Decal. It should be running down here on the bottom. Let's double click on it. And we want to hit update. Now we need to also add the Thorg launcher. I'm in the wrong spot. So go back to your C drive. Remember, we installed this in the default location, right? Was program files, 86. Thorg games right there. Launcher, and then we need the DLL right here. So we want to add this filter, throgfilter.dll. Click on that. Now you can hit refresh or close, and you want to hit update one more time. Now you can hit close. There we go. All right. Now, if you're still having issues, Decal has some extra files you can download here. Visual Studio 2017 runtime, and then 2005 runtime. Now, most people you'll be good and you won't need to do this, but I'm going to show you how to do it anyways. That way, if you are still having issues, you'll understand that you might need these files for Decal to work properly. So we've now downloaded both of those. We're going to go to them and install them. And you're going to hit repair on this one. That means I already have it, so it probably will not fix any issues, but repair is the right options. Or install if you have that option. And this one will want you to restart your computer. We're not going to do that yet. We're going to hit close. We're going to do the other one real quick. And when it completes, it just closes. All right, the last thing I'm going to show you is how to download Virindi Tank. I think that's an application that most people use. So just go to Google, type in Asheron's call and Virindi Tank, and that will take you to their website. Here's the main Virindi Tank website. You want the plugins one right here. And then the plugins page. And then here is the Virindi plugins bundle. That's what you want to get. This has all the basic Virindi plugins and Go Arrow and SS Sort, all the stuff you're probably going to need if you are into the downloads. Now, when you do click it, it will pop up like the other ones did, where you need to confirm that you do want to download this because it's insecure. So you'll have to click the button to keep it and download it. And then you just need to extract it. And then when you extract the folder, it will be in a Virindi installer. Mine's 1008. Go in there, and there is a Virindi installer.exe. You just need to execute that, run it, follow through the base install. Don't change anything. Keep it default. And then once you have that done, I've already done it, so I'm not going to do it right now. Once you have that done, just open your Virindi plugin again, your Decal plugin, I mean, down here at the bottom, and you should see all the plugins here. Make sure you hit the update button and let it update, and you should see the Virindi plugin and all that stuff. All right, that should do it. You should be good to play Asheron's Call. Hopefully you love this game as much as I do. Hopefully maybe you're a new member wanting to check this game out. If you give it time and learn the systems and how it plays, you will fall in love with it just as much as the rest of us have. So thanks for hanging out. If you really want to help out the channel, become a community member on our Discord. The very first comment in this video below will have a link to join us, become a member, and get all the good, awesome stuff that we do on the channel, access to it to you, and you support us to make more great content. Thanks for hanging out. Have yourself a great day.